St. Francis faced the MSFA's #1 scoring defense. We know very well how that turned out. Today they go against the #2 scoring defense, Daniel Carter, Siena Heights, at 3-1, giving up less than 14 points a ball game. Once again, a very tough challenge. Rain holding off right now. You didn't get wet down there, did you, buddy?
No, sir.
Here's a screen coming to the left side, and again they look for a block and fumbled after, and let's see how they're going to rule it. St. Francis comes up with the ball. Was he down on contact? And no, it'll be recovered by the Cougars, and they force the first turnover of the ball game. They'll take over at the 48-yard line or thereabouts of Siena Heights. Too wide either side of the field. They've got to get to the 38 of Siena Heights. Blitz showing defensive right side. Now they back off. Here's Miller dropping to throw. Looking. A lot of time in the pocket. Steps up. Being flushed and runs to his right. Needs stumbles for the first down inside the 40. He reaches the 36. And Josh Miller, great. And he's got a charge in his step here today as he really laid out and stumbled but got the job done. And third down and about 3. Miller again working from the right side hash mark. One wide to the left. They'll run to Harvey. Harvey cuts it inside to the 25. Back pedals inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Nice strong run by Garrett Harvey. And I got to believe, Daniel, that one of the things the coaches might have talked to Garrett Harvey last week, he was a little bit tentative. And they were talking about adjusting maybe to more of a power ball game with him. And it's proving early dividends. Seth Stewart up on the wing to the left side. Garrett Harvey is the tailback. They go to him again, backpedaling. Second effort, trying to break the plane to the goal. Touchdown.
Garrett Harvey.
Well, wasn't pretty, wasn't easy. But 2 yards out, the score for Garrett Harvey. And that is his first rushing touchdown of the season at the 9:50 mark. So points on the board as the Cougars cash in on the fumble recovery to lead it 6-0. Sets up out of the pistol. Dameron offset a little bit to the right side. Reggie Blackman in wide to the right. The pitch comes to the right side, and they've got him wrapped up for a big sack. And a good play that time as Eric Humphrey smelled that one out and just shot the gap and one-on-one in the backfield with Dameron and drops him for a big loss on a tackle for loss.
The thing that I liked about that play, you don't get to see a lot of the DBs do a lot of blitz, and it looks like that was designed for him to come. They ran right into the blitz, and Humphrey made the most of that tackle for a loss.
And King, this time out of the shotgun with Dameron flanked to his right, rolls to the right side, wanting to throw and running out of time. And here's an interception as the Cougars have got the ball back. And they'll have it 1st and 10 as it might have been deflected. Tracy Hathaway came up with it. There were a couple of silver helmets there. And I wasn't sure that Hathaway had the pick initially, but he comes up with the ball. And the Cougars have got their second forced turnover of the ball game. They'll take over leading at 7-0 with 5:52 remaining. Cougars had the first 2 turnovers, forcing the first 2 turnovers of the ball game. They cashed in on one of them, and now off the interception by Dunbar, they're trying to tie the game. And here's Shaw, and here's a play-action pass into the end zone, and the ball is caught for a touchdown. They hold on, and they do. So Lyle Van Fletteren in to kick once again. He'll wait for the snap at the 20. Akeim Kelsaw back at the USF 20-yard high snap. Left-footed kick, though, is high. Sailing kick. Kelsaw lets that one hit on one bounce. He's got it at the 11, trying to work to his left, trying to turn the corner, needs a block, and does get a block, and cuts to the 20, to the 25, down the left sidelines, across the 35, and finally pushed out of bounds. I was looking, Danny, to make sure we didn't have a penalty flag back there. That was close to a block in the back, but no penalty flags, and a good return by Kelsaw. Took Akeim a little while to get going, but once he did, he rumbles for a good return. Now trying to break the 7-7 tie. They still got 7:24 on the clock here midway through this second quarter. Let's see if they stay with Yoder at quarterback. They do with 2 wide to the right. 2 wide to the short side. Yoder short drop. Looks left, delivers it off now. The screen coming up. Here's some good running after the catch. All the way across the 50-yard line into Siena Heights territory. As Matt Knoll, I believe, on the receiving end, brings it to the 44-yard line. Now they go with the full house backfield once again. Power I formation. They'll hand the ball off into Jatice Shaw. Second effort. Did he get into the end zone? He stopped just short. Well, now they call it a touchdown. 1st and 10, USF works from their own 30-yard line. And let's see what we've got in there now at quarterback. Once again, it's going to be Yoder looking, and he's got a catch made, and Seth Coate breaks a tackle and works across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Yoder barking out the signals, now looks for the snap. He's got it. Gives ground again, looks over the middle. He's got a man right down in the slot. He's got a catch inside the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for USF, 1st and goal, as he had that catch to Aaron Harris coming out of the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 12 now. Still just over a minute remaining. Roll to the left. Yoder tries to come back and throws as he was hit. And a catch in the end zone. It's touchdown. That was Kelsaw that took it off the turf. So Yoder, who was about to go down on a sack through late, like while he was falling down, and Akeim Kelsaw went down and got his hands underneath it. It'll be a touchdown toss of 12 yards at the 54-second mark.
Yoder's a very poised player, and the thing that I liked about that particular play was he kept his eyes downfield and was able to put enough into it to get it to Kelsaw.
All right, guys, I'm here with Head Coach Kevin Donley. You know, this isn't the traditional Siena Heights team. What are some things that we need to do as a team in order to pull out this game?
Well, we got to stop the run on 1st and 2nd down. They got a big offensive line. We got to add another defender in the box to stop the run. You know, we want to get them in 3rd and 5+, and we haven't done that yet. Offensively, we just got to throw the football and make some plays. We think we can throw in their secondary. It's obvious when they're bringing pressure, so we're going to have to use our screen game as well.
And let's see if it's going to be Yoder to start the second half. It will be, it looks like, and he passing was 9 on 14 in the first half. Looks to hand the ball off here. So there's a hole up the middle. Big hole across the 35. Rambles Garrett Harvey, his best run of the day. Boy, they got good up front blocking that time from the big guys. Again, they moved the chains for the second straight time on this series for St. Francis. Harvey wanting to run, and that play action fake they throw, and Seth Stewart's got the catch out of the backfield. And he works along the left sidelines for yet another first down. Inside the 40, he goes to the Saints 39, maybe the 38. And Yoder rolls to his right side, taking a look, looking, throws the ball, and he's got a wide open grab at the 20-yard line. That's Cam Smith. And that time, you know, we were talking about St. Francis giving a lot of room, and that time it was Siena Heights just gave tons of room to Cam Smith, and he just sat down, needed the yardage, went to the spot, in 1st and 10 for USF inside the 20. Rolled to the left by Yoder, throws the outside, he's got Kelsaw again, cuts to the border, knocked out of bounds around the 10-yard line.
Hey, Joe, I believe that's Monte McDowell out there, number 82.
They led early 7-0, then trailed 14-7. They're down 3 now. Yoder looking, checks off, throws over the middle, got a man and a catch, and there's Aaron Knight, 4-yard touchdown catch at the 11:29 mark. And the Cougars bounce back in the lead here on the road at 20-17. 4-yard touchdown pass, Yoder. That is his first of the year. Power I formation once again. King under center. Now calling for a little bit of quiet so he can bark out the signals. Looks to hand it off. Play action fake. Rolls to the left. Looking, being pursued. He's not going to get there. They've got him stopped for a loss back outside the 20 at the 23. Denako was there and had some help as well as coming across. That was Devin Rush. Got to watch Donovan Campbell. He's in there wide to the left side. Twice he's been open in this second half, but King just has missed him. Play action fake. They do hand the ball off and run and going nowhere. Did the ball pop free? St. Francis thinks they've got the ball, and they do. Let's see who came up with it for St. Francis. I think it was Eric Humphrey. It is Eric Humphrey came up with the ball as they stole it away. So a fumble recovery by Humphrey. And the Cougars will take over possession of the football. They'll have it 1st and 10. Humphrey, maybe with the play of the game on a fumble recovery as St. Francis, if they can cash in, trying to stretch it out to a 2-touchdown lead. 1st and 10 from the 27 for Dave Yoder. Wants to throw again. Looking to the left. Throws to the corner. Looking for Cody's got it. He'll score. He split 2 defenders. That will be a 1-play, 27-yard touchdown at the 11-minute mark. And how about Seth Coates, the young freshman, Danny, coming in and making a play.
That's one kid that I've been impressed with from the time he played in middle school to the time he completed his high school, and now having the opportunity to watch him play now. He's got that tenacity, that fight, and the best thing thing about him is he knows how to turn on and off. When he's on the field, he's a dog. When he's off the field, he's the most polite young man that you'll ever meet.
Right now, we're looking at 2nd down and 4, 9:34 remaining. And they may run out of the Wildcat, and they do. Here's a direct snap to Dunston. Dunston trying to turn the corner, going nowhere. Knocked down at the 35. 3 Cougars were there, including Zach Bruce. King now flip-flops the running back to the left side, Dameron. And King now taking the snap, wants to throw again. Loads, throws over the middle. He's got a man down there, knocked away. Good defense as Corey Stamps had the coverage downfield. I believe that was Van Fletteren.
Pass is incomplete.
Campbell comes in motion behind the line of scrimmage, right to left. King looks that way, wants to throw, now steps up, being pursued, throws late and nearly intercepted. Corey Stamps, I believe, jumped the route. Incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here is Yoder, takes a knee. Let's see if the Saints do take their final timeout with 25 seconds remaining. Right now it does not look like Jim Lyle's going to execute that, and day is done. And St. Francis has slugged it out here on the road. Fell behind a couple of times, and at halftime fell behind 17-14 on the field goal, but they put all the points on the board here in the second half, and they win by a final score of 28-17.
Beautiful victory today. Probably not the way you designed it, but what do you contribute some of your success towards getting the W today?
I'll tell you, Daniel, with the schedule we have, 1 point is by design. All you got to do is come away with a win when your first 7 opponents are ranked. This is an outstanding football team. There's a lot of teams that are ranked ahead of them, and they're better than they are. So I commend them. They've done a great job. I was really proud of our guys today. A lot of character. Down by 3 at the half. Shut them out defensively in the second half. Outscored them 14 in the second half offensively. So very proud of our players and our coaches. Did a great job today.
Tough running by Harvey and a beautiful catch down there by Seth Coate. What do you think with Antoine being out? Who do you think needs to step up and carry that bulk?
Well, we've got a group of guys back there, and they all have a little different quality. Everybody's going to have to step up and do it. I mean, Garrett ran hard today. The other 2 freshmen came in and contributed to it. I think we're going to move Antoine's little brother, Jalen, to tailback on Tuesday. So that gives us the 4th there that we need. And he was a pretty good runner in high school. Good gene pool,
Definitely. Hey, congratulations, Coach D. All right, I'm down here with Seth Coate. Beautiful catch down there. What did you see? I mean, I know that you use your size. I tell people all the time, you're able to turn it on and off. You have the dog on the field, but you're also a polite young man off the field.
Absolutely.
What was the play call? What was the route? And how did it develop? And you just seemed to miraculously end up in the end zone.
We ran nickel, and that's a switch corner, post, 2 yards up, go to the corner. I threw it up, the corner and the safety ran right by each other and just ended up in my hands, and there goes that.
Well, of course, your dad coaches here. Tell me about how it is to be able to continue to play with your father and have him on the same side. What could potentially be, your last few years of football.
Right. I think it's an amazing thing because he's never coached me in anything before, and to have him be one of my college coaches is something different, and I'm liking it so far. I had no complaints, so we're just going to keep going with it and hopefully keep this boat rolling.
All right, I'm down here with Eric Humphreys. In I believe it was the second quarter, you guys called a couple safety blitzes. That's pretty unusual for the defense, isn't it?
Usually it is. Safety's more when they want to stay in coverage more. So to bring a safety and roll them down is it's a gutsy call, but it ended up working out for the best.
Definitely. It looked as though you guys were doing a little bit of cover 2, but towards the end of the game you went to man, right? Does the mindset or does the attitude of the defense change when you go from cover 2 to man?
No, I wouldn't say it changes. If anything, since it's man, we realize that it's man now. We got to pick it up. It's your man and my man. It's one-on-one. So you gotta gut up and you gotta go through it and make those plays. So you got to step up mentally. Yeah.
Hey, Danny, ask Eric about he had the fumble recovery that set up that Yoder to Coate touchdown. That was a key play defensively.
And you did have that fumble recovery that set up the game-winning touchdown, so to speak. What'd you see out there? Did you just happen to see it, or who actually led the fumble? Because I know you didn't lead. But, no, tell me about that particular play.
It was a run. I see the running back had the ball, and Keith Harris, he actually came in and knocked the ball loose, and I was coming in right behind him. So as soon as I seen that ball drop, I picked it up quick as I could. I wanted to scoop and score. So I had the dude coming at me. He got me, but I seen the ball, eyes lit up, and I scooped it up.
Well, good.